Hello dear friends and colleagues. I am pleased to invite you to my vineyard. So how October is already ending outside the window and such an important event is coming for all of us and everyone is wondering when should we start pruning. This topic I want to dedicate this video. But first, I would like to recommend learning a few rules that are very important from my point of view. First rule. Is pruning vines necessary carried out at positive temperatures? Since any actions at sub-zero temperatures especially undesirable. Since they can easily lead to damage to the vine, its fragments, crack others mechanical damage. Since at this moment it loses its elasticity. Besides harvested cuttings for propagation lose some of their quality. Second moment. After autumn pruning, only a well-ripened vine should remain on the bushes, which in this case it will overwinter absolutely without problems. Third moment. For covering varieties, pruning should produce only in autumn. To exclude the profuse weeping of the vine in the spring. Since at this bushes lose a lot of strength, and the wounds will have time to clog normally by this time. So what am I guided by when determining the start date for pruning in my vineyard? First and the dominant factor should be the condition of the vine in your vineyard. Namely, the quality and length of its ripening, on which depends successful fruiting for the next year. The second factor is the state of the leaf apparatus itself on the bushes. Well known and the repeatedly repeated advice that pruning of grapes in the fall should be done in 2 weeks after the fall of the leaves, I would argue. I don't consider this advice absolutely correct and golden. This is primarily due to abnormal weather, which can make noticeable adjustments when hiding bushes, in particular, at such a moment as sheltering bushes, land often used by vine growers. Therefore, despite the absence of serious frosts in October, start pruning you can and without waiting for leaf fall. The main condition here is the presence of matured to a sufficient length vines. On the other hand, you can ask the question, what about the outflow of nutrition from the leaves of the roots? Well, I didn't bother much with this, since in the second half of October, this process practically stops due to low temperatures. And it will not significantly affect the quality of TH. And the third important factor, especially for large vineyards, is weather monitoring for the upcoming period and directly accounting for the time of pruning bushes that you spend in order to have time to fully cut the bushes before the onset of real frosts, press them against ground, and possibly shelter. And that takes time. I have in the vineyard for this takes about 10 to 12 days. So, summing up the above, I can recommend for my region the beginning of the grape pruning period is the second to third decade, probably closer to the third decade of October. While we must not forget be sure to monitor the weather in order to complete all these works related to trimming, laying, by pinning the vines to prepare for a quick shelter exactly by November 15, which I try from a year due. But again, regions have different opportunities, people are also different, so be guided to your possibilities. I hope the video was helpful for you. Subscribe to the channel. Put likes. See you soon. Vadim Tachalin was with you.